Yo, what up, guys? Just thought I'd make a quick little update and a little tech tip. Just getting some more work done on these body panels and shit. Got the doors all sanded. Got the filler done, got them sanded, got them primed. I just did a resand on them. This primer is not the greatest, honestly. It's not real thick. This is the Eastwood black epoxy primer. It's not real thick. I mean, it seems to work fine, and it's epoxy primer, but it's just not coming on real thick. So I'm not too happy about that, but oh well. Anyway, tech tip. So I've been using these polycarbonate abrasive wheels. I've been picking these up at Harbor Freight. They're a little on the pricey side. They're about $6 a piece. Takes quite a few of these. I'd probably spent, I don't even know, spent a lot of money on these so far, but they work really good. Probably one wheel per door. By the time you get done with the door, these are pretty well used down. But here's one I pulled off because it was getting kind of low. But you could run these all the way down to flat, but this is kind of what they look like. I don't know, polycarbide. I don't really know what that is, but they're fibrous. They do kind of chunk out every now and then, so if you're using these, make sure you wear some safety glasses because these things hurt. I'm starting to bleed by a couple of them, but anyway. So this is kind of what it does. It just kind of eats the paint away. Takes the paint off without ruining the metal. It doesn't even do anything in the metal, honestly. It doesn't leave score marks, doesn't do anything. It just eats the paint right off of it. So, give you kind of an idea of what I'm talking about. This is what that side looked like. So, black primer. And it probably took me, I don't know, maybe half hour, 45 minutes. Because I only had that spot and that spot down there done. So it probably took me about a half hour to get all this stripped down. And then what I'll do now is take my flat board and maybe a little hand sander, maybe even take my DA this time, I don't know, and then just slap a 150 grit on it and then just sand it down. That takes all these little swirl marks you see, takes them right out of there, gets this to a nice good, bare metal finish like that. Like I said, they work really well. For you guys who are like me, who don't have a super nice air compressor, most people will use, like a 80 grit or a 40 grit or something to take off all this paint, or even an aircraft stripper. But like I said, my air compressor is not that great, so I had to seek other means. And aircraft stripper, I just didn't want to deal with all those chemicals and the fumes and shit. So this is another option for y'all. I'll cut you back on when I get this all sanded. All right, there you go. That's the finished panel. See, all the swirls are sanded out. It's nice and smooth. This is all good. Nice and done. There we go. Looking pretty good now. I might do, there's nothing here, like, I've sanded this whole panel before. There's no low spots. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was primered before. I block sanded it. There really wasn't anything that I was worried about, except for obviously that spot that I did. And then down here was my patch panel. This quarter did not need anything done. On the inside of the panel, I have ground it all down to bare metal. There was a little bit of surface rust on the inside. I'm a little worried about that in the future. I got it all out, but there's still, like in this crevice right here, on the inside, you can't really get that out. So if it pokes through someday. I have a hard time believing it's going to be within the next 5 years. if it even ever does, because this car is never going to see any kind of weather again. I'd be surprised. So anyway, panel's done, it's ready for paint. All we gotta do is clean it up and probably call it good after that. I am probably gonna actually, like in here, I'm gonna throw a little bit of mud in here and kind of fill up some of these little spots so it doesn't look like shit. That's probably about it though. Other than that, this panel's pretty much done. So it's ready for paint. We're gonna clean it up and probably shoot it in primer here today. So maybe I'll throw that in this video too. Later. Yo, what up guys? Alright, final part of this video. We're flipping the car around today, but that's what we got. Ended up finding a little dent right here. I might throw a little bit of something on there. Other than that though, the panel looks good. Still not very happy with this Eastwood product. I just thought it'd be a lot thicker than it is. I mean, if you look, this is where I had feathered the original paint out, and it just looks like shit. I'm not very happy with this stuff. I mean, this is the other shit that I had used, and I just assumed it would be something like this, but it is not. I mean, it's not, I'm not happy with it at all. So what we decided was we're basically just gonna shoot the rest of what I have as a sealer coat, which, whatever, that's what it's intended to be, but I just thought it'd be thicker. So we're basically gonna shoot the rest of the car with this shit and just run it as a sealer. And then I literally just got home from the paint store, from the auto body supply store here in town. And they're gonna sell me some, I'm looking at just shooting some high build primer over this, which is the step you wanna go if you're making a perfect, nice paint job. But you know, whatever, I need something that'll cover up some of the minor imperfections in this shit. So that's what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna get a high build. We're gonna shoot the high build over this. That way we can block the car down, make it nice and smooth. And then that's it. I think after that, we're just gonna shoot it with the regular body paint. So still gotta go through and jam it. They're not pretty good though. Not good enough for me, you know? I'm not going for perfection here. So, looks pretty decent. That's the other thing I don't like about it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you can see it. It's kind of coming through on my screen. You can kind of still see, I mean, there's no lip here, you know, it's nice and feathered in, but you can still see the Bondo through it. That just shows you how thin this shit is. I'm not very happy with that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and uncover some of this car, get the wheel back on, and then I'm gonna move the car around so I can get started on that other side. So, all right, y'all, I'll shoot you with another update here soon. Later.